Okay, so it is Tuesday. This morning was kind of a double duty type day. What I did was, as part of the school, we went around to different houses and put yard signs to let the kids know that we kind of miss having kids in school. Now that I'm home, I cut up some wood just because somebody was supposed to come today and get a load of firewood. Haven't seen him yet, but I won't hold my breath. There's always somebody that wants and needs some wood to burn. But I do have a new toy. So I finally broke down, and I've been wanting to purchase a CarryAll so that not only can I haul firewood in the front bucket, but what I can also do is then haul wood in the back as well, instead of using a bush hog. And don't get me wrong, that's acted as a CarryAll in and of itself, but I don't put any wood on it, and honestly it's just big and annoying. So tonight, putting together a CarryAll. Before I got started with this, naturally, hi Bells. Yeah. Naturally, I put a plan together of the boards that I would use in order to put it together and what I would expect it to look like. Then I calculated how many feet I would need, and then I broke it down into individual boards that I would need to get. And of course, I have all of the 1/2-inch carriage bolts and lock nuts, or excuse me, lock washers and regular hex nuts to get this all together. So, time to get to work. Okay, so math nerd moment. I cut the boards at 5 feet, that's 60 inches. The width of the outer part of the frame here for the CarryAll is 32¼ inches. So I subtracted the 32¼ from the 60, which gave me 27.75 inches of overhang total. But I need to determine how much is on each side, so I divided that by 2, and it came up with 13.875 inches, which, no math teacher, but I think that's 7/8. I'll have to double check, but I think it's 13 7/8. So if I measure off the end of the board, 13 7/8 inches, and run that down this side, and if I measure the same from this other side, that line should also line up with the edge of this frame to make sure that I am centered. Hopefully that works. Well, that is the back part. Again, these are just 2.5-inch carriage bolts and I got lock washer and regular hex nuts there. So 1/2 by 2.5 carriage bolts. They're 1/2 inch, 2.5 inches long, and that gives me enough to get this tightened down without having too much obnoxious extra hanging there. So on to the base. Okay, so I didn't finish it last night. It's the next day, and it's raining, so I think I'll come in here and finish this. But what I got done last night was I added a hitch to the underside of this. So what I went ahead and did is I bought a couple of pieces of steel and then bolted this hitch receiver through it. The only thing that I think I'll need to fix, I was using those 2.5 inch carriage bolts. I didn't get a chance to put any lock washers on this, so either I need to go back and get some nylon lock nuts or get 3-inch carriage bolts and then use the lock washers. Either way, this way I can pull the log splitter even behind the CarryAll. It's not meant to carry that much weight, but at the same time, I have the hitches. I can move the snowmobile trailer if I need to and pull the log splitter, so I think it's a win-win. Okay, well, in true fashion, I just got busy and forgot to record anything, but it's done. Well, I have a few things I'd like to add. I'd actually like to add some shelving either up here, or I'll see what kind of clearance I have on the back side in order to hold the bar oil and the gas can. I'll probably go ahead and make a scabbard here to transport the saw. I don't know whether I'll do it on the back side, tractor side, or inside here. Either way, I'll get that done. But yeah, now I'll just have to get this to work, put it to work out in the woods. And again, I got the hitch receiver there underneath. Showed where I have the metal pieces that run across, so I'm not just relying on the 2x10 itself to hold the weight of the tongue of the wood splitter. Either way, got it all ready to go. Even got the little clips in already. I bought this, I thought it would be able to work for that manure spreader, but too big. So, done for the day. Okay, well, after office hours and answering a few school emails and getting some kids back on track, I came back out just because I wasn't happy with just having the stuff set in the CarryAll in the space. I realize it takes out some of the space to load stuff now, but honestly, I will overload this unit long before I fill it up. Just the rough math of wet wood when I cut it, if I filled the cubic feet of this, I would be quite a bit over the 1,000 pounds that it's able to carry. So I built a little box here to hold my premix fuel, my bar oil. I got my chainsaw wrench in there, and then obviously my all-in-one chainsaw sharpener. Then I built a little scabbard here with a throwaway piece that If it happens to chew it up, that's okay, but that'll protect the bar and hold my chainsaw in place. So I think this will work good for firewooding now. Nice. I don't mean to be over dramatic, but I hurt my fingernail. Actually, part of it came off. Whatever.